managing large set of data is another thing in Excel that we need to look at it. In this case, we do have a lot of data. First thing that is very important is to navigate. Here we are standing on A1 right now, and for example, if I want to go to the last filled cell in this sheet, I can press Control down arrow directly, so I'll hit the last cell and then Control right arrow like this. Or I could have pressed Control End in my case. Else, if I want to go to the very first cell of this sheet, which is Control Home, so I'll be there. This is how we navigate it. And if you want to select the data till the end from the very first cell, either we select it using Shift and down arrow like this, which is a very tedious process. We'll actually have to spend a lot of time in that. Else the other way is using mouse. If I click on it and I start dragging it down like this, it's again a very lengthy process, and sometimes what happens, I may go a bit down more, or I'll go up and then finally I'll select it. But it's again a very lengthy process to do it. That's not accurate. The best way is I'm going to the very first cell by pressing Control Home. I'll sit over there at that time, and then I scroll down till the end without doing anything, and then I press Shift on my keyboard and then I click on the very last cell. So it will select till the end wherever I'm clicking right now from the cell where I was standing. So that is a click shift click technique which works everywhere in every MS Office program, and it's a universal shortcut. In the same way, if you want to select any column or any cell, this is by pressing the heading of that like this. Now we know that how to navigate in Excel. Here we need to know about that how to shuffle in between the worksheets and how to insert and edit a worksheet. Here you can see a shortcut which is the best way to insert a worksheet, which is clicking on it and it will insert a worksheet for us. The other shortcut for this is Shift F11. If I press Shift on my keyboard and F11, it will actually insert a worksheet for me. Else, now this worksheet is there. What's a kind of a meaningless name that you can see? Either I can right click on this and I click on rename, else if I double click on it, I can select it and then I can rename it. For example, sales. And after doing this, I have to press enter so it will commit it. This is how we rename it. If you want to delete any sheet, for example this one, I'll right click and I can press delete. But remember one thing, as there wasn't any data in this case, it didn't ask for anything. But in this case, for example calls, we have some data in this. If I right click and click on delete, it will ask us. And if I delete it, I cannot undo it. So always think about it. It is permanently get deleted. So let me cancel it down. And in some of the cases, we need to highlight sheet tabs. So I can right click. You can see the tab color also like this. Maybe we kind of have some kind of discrepancy in this sheet, or we have already done this sheet. Any cases, if you want, you can highlight it. After that, you can remove the color also with no color. Sometimes this also happens. Then we need this same data. We need to copy this data to a different workbook or a worksheet. The best way to do it is not to open a workbook and then copy and paste it. Let me show you one thing. Let me insert a new workbook. For that, either I can go to the File tab and click on New, else I can press a shortcut which is Control N. It will open a new workbook for me. Then I'll go to the other workbook. I'll copy this data. How do I can copy this data? First I need to select it, which is pressing Shift like this and Control Shift down arrow. It will select everything. I'll press Control C and I'll go back to that worksheet, and over here if I press Control V, see this, it's not coming in the same manner as it was earlier. So that is why we have to format it again. So better way is I'll go to that workbook again. Instead of copying and pasting it to that workbook, I'll right click on the sheet tab which I want a look-alike. There is an option which is move or copy. When I click on it, I can see that where I need to copy and paste it. I'll click over here. I say that I want in a very new workbook. So I'll click on this new book. I said that I want to create a copy of this. I'll check it and then I press OK. So it will open a new workbook for me, and that sheet will get copied and pasted over here. This is the best method that everybody use practically in their work. Thank you.